Yippee yo, yippee yay. All right, so here's the thing. We just finished informative speaking. Now we're going to switch over to persuasive speaking. Now, think about this. Every persuasive speech is informative, but not every informative speech is persuasive. Basically, what we're saying is, remember, the purpose of informative speaking is to raise awareness, increase knowledge, or increase knowledge and deepen understanding. See, because it's not that things don't matter. If people don't know they exist, then they don't matter to those people. And persuasive speaking is an attempt to modify, change, reinforce people's beliefs, attitudes, values, actions. Wait, we've heard that before, haven't we? Yes, we have, because remember, beliefs, attitudes, values, actions are called what? I feel like Blue's Clues. That's right. Psychographics, which are directly influenced by demographics. See, persuasion is attempt to modify, change, reinforce those inner things, those inner values, because you want them to take action. Beliefs, attitudes, values, action. Without action, persuasion is just an ugly stepsister with a wart on her nose. So here's the thing. What does that really mean to be persuaded? Can we really change people? No. Do we want to change people? Nope. But here's the deal. Can we modify? Modify means we slightly adjust the course. Reinforce means, hey, but see, both of them are still going the same way. We're not going to get people to go, but we make them go, or keep going in the straight way. And how you do that is different for each audience. That's why you have to know the audience's beliefs, attitudes, values, actions. Wait, that's part of the audience analysis. See, it goes back to day one. Everything I said, the first thing you do in every speech, and which is on your final, is, yes, analyze that audience. Analyze the audience, analyze the audience, analyze the audience, analyze the audience, and that will help you with persuasion. The second thing you need to do in persuasion is have sources. Because people aren't necessarily going, well, my mama said alligators unhappy because they got all them teeth and no toothbrush. Hey, persuasive, that's a bull. It's probably true. Watch a gremlin hand. My artist in residence. Oh, that is a huge, scary gremlin hand. I love that boy. He's my artist. He's getting there. See, but that's the thing, is that as you're doing people's beliefs, attitudes, values, actions, and you're thinking about how to persuade them, you need to stay organized. And one of the easiest ways to do this, because this is our final speech, is you got to find something that matters to you. Hey, can you take your informative topic and make it into persuasion? Absolutely. Imagine what your audience maybe not wants to hear, but needs to talk about. Do we need to talk about Black Lives Matter? Yes, we do. Do we need to talk about racial equality? Yes, we do. Do we need to talk about immigration? Yes, we do. The problem is it's really wide. So we need to talk about what it really means to have racial equality. We can't talk about all of immigration, because immigration, y'all, it's not the problem. I don't want to push an agenda here, but immigration is not the problem. The process is the problem. It is expensive. Thousands and thousands of dollars, 2, 3, 4 years just to maybe get here. Come on, y'all. That's the problem. Immigrants take jobs. Immigrants take suck-ass jobs that I don't want to do. And why do we make it so hard? Anyway, we got to narrow it and take a breath, Dr. D. Much better. And think about your audience. Think about them, because it's your audience centered. So what do? Well, there's a lot of ways you can do persuasion. You say, hey, here's a problem, here's a cause, here's a solution. Great. But does that help modify, change, reinforce people's beliefs, attitudes, values, actions? Not really. So as much as whenever I first heard this thing and I was forced to teach it, I'm like, this is bullcrap. I hate this. But I found Monroe's motivated sequence. By the way, this might be a test question. Okay, it is. But here's the thing. Monroe's motivated sequence is a great way to do persuasion because it lets you go to, it lets you do informative first, which means you have a lot of information. Maybe not a lot of information because see, here's the thing. You got to say there's a need. Oh, wait, no. Attention, attention, attention. Wait, that sounds like an introduction, right? So we use stories, we use things like that to say, here is something that exists. Wait, isn't that raising awareness? Something exists. And that's the need, the attention. The second body paragraph can be the need. And the need says, here's how it exists, here's where it exists, here's why it exists. Wait, isn't that still informative? It is indeed. Now that we have a problem, people know, and we bruised whatever, we got their awareness up, and now they understand it better, we're ready to start persuading. Well, no, we're not. We're not yet, but we are. So the third thing is satisfaction. Right? Got a problem? Now here's my solution. So we have, here's a problem, here's why it's a problem, here's my solution to that problem. How many solutions are to the problem? Many, 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 many. But based on research and based on things that we have that we can take care of this now, because we want people to do stuff now. Remember, beliefs, attitudes, values, action. That's the thing. If you can't get them to act on something today, it's just another cute speech that we're like, ooh. So satisfaction, here's a solution. Of all the solutions, here's the one or two. For example, there's a huge problem in this world. And that's the Chick-fil-A sandwich. That's right. It comes with 2 pickles. 2 pickles does not cover the entire chicken sandwich. I need more. I don't want extra pickles because then they put like 7 pounds. But a reasonable solution is put 3 pickles, maybe a little bit bigger pickles. And you'll get a pickle in every single bite. I don't like pickles, but I like them on my sandwich, my Chick-fil-A sandwich. I'll use the app because I know how and not wait in line. Good job on that one. I'm not saying who did that, but I agree. That's a solution. Of all the solutions, that's the one that seems the most plausible and the easiest for people to do. See, people don't want to be highly inconvenienced because we just want to modify. And modify says we're just going to shift it just a little. Look, yeah, 3 pickles is reasonable. Now, there's some objections, and this is where, as you're talking about the satisfaction, yeah, the solution comes with downsides. They're going to raise the what? Teach my class how to draw gremlins. Ooh, scary gremlins. This is we have a whole horde of gremlins at the house. Here's the thing. So you've got to help the audience see why this solution is the best. And this is going to come, once again, with information. You've got to have the sources. You've got to have the credible sources. Because I'm going to say, hey, this solution seems the best because 98% of people who were surveyed said, yeah, they need more pickly goodness. Now, there's some of you freaks out there who don't like pickles. I'm one of them, except on my Chick-fil-A sandwich. So as you're doing this, you've got to use the information. You've got to use the sources to maintain your credibility. Otherwise, you got a junk speech. And if you haven't analyzed the audience, you suck. I'm still staying with that. Analyze the audience. Make sure you got the time. Now, as you're organizing this in that solution, it needs to be specific. It needs to be measurable. It needs to be relevant. It needs to be timely. Oh, yeah, it needs to be doable. That's called SMART, right? Or I just did MARTS or whatever. But the thing is, it has to be specific. Well, we're going to have world peace. That is not a solution.
I'm done.
We can have world peace by enacting this and this and this. And here's how we can measure it. And seeing that, people are more likely to say, you know, hey, one way we can help with increasing test scores is by reading to our children 20 minutes a night. Is that specific? Yes. Is it measurable? Yes. Is it attainable? Yes. Is it relevant? Yes. Is it timely? Yes. So schools should institute a policy where, I don't think so, because, you know, hell, we can't even get parents to spend time with the kids because they're too busy taking them to soccer. If you take them to soccer, my bad. But see, those are things that we're going to do. As you're doing the satisfaction, here's that solution, and here's why it's the best one out of it, and all the possibilities. So attention, need, satisfaction. And here's where the visualization start, or the visualization is where we're saying, here's what the world will look like. This is the persuasion part. Now we're saying, hey, we got a problem. I got a solution. Here's why it's really great. Here's what's going to happen. We will have world peace. We will have a pickle in every bite. And this is whenever you do it, people are like, ah, and they start coming on board. I sold timeshares. Okay, that's a lot. I worked at a place that sold timeshares. I sold nothing in 3 months. I tried. And I was doing this during my first semester of grad school, making it $250 a week because they had to. Oh my gosh, I sucked because I was realistic. Like, these people can't even afford to go to McDonald's to meet their family once a week. They can't afford no timeshare. They're just here for the free TV. Well, yeah, if you get a good TV out of it. But here's the thing, is that, but what I learned during that three months is that emotion creates motion. And that sounds really bad because think about it, ethos, pathos, logos. If you rely specifically and only on emotion to get an audience to do something, no, do not do it. You need the emotion to bring people in. Remember, whenever we tell stories and things like that, it draws them. They're like, but that doesn't keep them. Emotion, oh my gosh, I see them crying dogs. Remember that one? In the arms of the angels. And they have that sad little puppet go, yeah. Okay, great. Change the channel. I've forgotten all about them puppy dogs or kitty cats or whatever we're trying to do. That's the thing. Emotion is great to gain attention or hold attention while you're doing it, but by itself, it will not work. Ethics means you're doing you're doing credible things. And ethics are really important because you can't say this is the only solution. No, there are many solutions. It's either this or that. And we'll talk about a little bit more about persuasion and how we do it next week. But honestly, here is the key, y'all. It's about logic and the logos. The logos is how we organize. The logos is how we do these things. People like a logical argument with, wait, that's still informative. But the logic of it says, be sweet dog. What is he doing?
He wants Brianna to eat paper.
Okay, well. You stop it, dog. Here. Get the. All right. So here's the thing. Now that we've done that, we've talked about the visualization. Now we said, hey, see, this is where the good persuasion says. It's like we've said there's a problem. Here's what it looks like. Here's my solution. Here's the visualization of what's going to happen with the solution. And number 5, action. Do something. It has to be actionable. What can they do? Hey, so this whole visa crap that was going on, I don't know if you knew about it. International students, and there's, it doesn't matter the political things behind it, but the fact is that they were saying, hey, if you don't take X number of hours on campus in person, we're revoking your student visa to people from foreign countries. That's some bull crap. And so every organization related to higher education, they said, let's start this. I wrote to Cruz, Cornyn, and what's his bucket that's here. Sent him an email saying, hey, here's my thing. Here's why this is bull and you need to stop it. And put some pressure on whoever's in charge to do it. See, and that's an actionable step versus thoughts and prayers. Well, think about it. That is, I mean, don't get me wrong. You should probably have thoughts and prayers, but it's not really actionable. Anyway, so those are things you can do to help people to modify, change, reinforce beliefs, attitudes, values, actions. That's informative. That's persuasive speaking.